What's going on, boys? Today is gonna be a two video upload day. Why? Because I'm waiting for my other video to get exported. So while it's doing that, might as well knock out a second video. Today we're watching. I learned 92 skills in 2 years. Can I still do them? Question mark. I'm planning to make another YouTube channel where I try to do this shit, bro. Cause like realistic, like it's so fucking interesting to me that people are learning like these fucking skills, bro. Like I want to learn 92 skills in 2 years. That's fucking impressive. All right, let's get into it.
In the past 2 years I learned 92 skills, and it... Wrong clip, sorry. And I gave everything for every skill. I got obsessed with learning, and it kinda became my reason for living. But can I actually still do that? Last week I somehow got all the skills except one, and because of that I promised I wasn't gonna fail any of the skills left on the list. Starting from the kickflip. The first time I tried it, I had no skating experience, and after the 3 most tiring days of my life, I basically lost my legs. I mean, not literally. I couldn't walk anymore. But in the end, I don't know how, I've been able to land a sketchy one. That's why I perfectly knew this was gonna be painful. But this time, I couldn't allow myself to fail. So I started trying, and I actually got really close right away. What? That was it. I was gonna get it.
Bro, I've been trying to, bro. Like when I was like 14, bro, I was bought a fucking longboard, bro. I rode that longboard like down hills, bro, like steep ass hills, like paved road hills, not like grass hills. But like I went down, bro. I was going so fast, bro. Like, and then whenever transitioned from a longboard to a skateboard, like that shit was hella fucking different, bro. You get like one little pebble on like a one pebble comes in front of you, like 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 your wheels. If your wheels go over one pebble, boom, you're GG's, bro. You're not making it. You're falling on the fucking floor. You're not making it. With a longboard, it can take some more damage than a regular skateboard because it's a fucking longboard, bro. It's meant to fucking cruise around. But I tried to learn how to ollie on a longboard. It didn't work. I tried to learn how to ollie, not ollie. I tried to learn how to, yeah, I tried to learn how to ollie on a regular skateboard, bro. That's not my thing, bro. I gave up. I want like fuck it. I'd rather ride my skateboard all over. I'd rather ride my skateboard slash longboard all over the place than fucking get hurt doing a kickflip.
Or maybe not. Usually, the more I practice, the better I become. With the kickflip, it's the opposite, because my legs burn out way before my head does.
I feel like I'm close and extremely far at the same time.
I didn't want to give up, so I kept trying, but the reality is that I wasn't really sure what I was doing.
It turns. I don't know why, it turns like this.
The way I landed my first and only kickflip was probably actually luck, and I just didn't want to admit it.
Skateboarding is the hardest sport in history.
The skateboard was playing with my feelings.
I wanna get this so bad. I wanna get it.
But reality decided to slap me in the face, making me land the second kickflip of my life the same exact embarrassing way of the first one. There is no way I was gonna accept that. I had to try again, but I also couldn't walk at the moment. So I decided to postpone my date with the kickflip of one day. At this point I had a failed backflip on my shoulders and an unfinished business with the kickflip, which means I had to get the next one. And the next one happened to be the 540 kick. That was a bad decision because the 540 kick is the most painful skill I learned. I almost
Wait, you went from something that's strenuous, bro. This guy literally went from something that strains your legs a lot to another thing that like stresses your well that that wears out your legs, bro. You went from something that wears out your legs to another thing that wears out your legs.
broke my wrist while trying it. And after all that suffering, I only kinda got it. But it doesn't matter now. I had to get this one. The first step is knowing the 360 kick, in which you basically land with your non-kicking leg. Instead, to get the 540 kick, you have to land with the same leg you used to kick. And I'm not joking, this makes it 100 times.
Bro, that is fucking hard as shit, bro. I tried to learn how to do a 360 kick. That kick is way harder than you understand it is, bro. If you don't think it's that hard, go outside or go like in like a space where you don't have a lot of stuff around you and try to fucking do that shit, bro. if you land wrong, you're gonna pull like your hamstring. Well, not your hamstring. You're like what's uh, like the inside part of your thigh. You're gonna pull that.
harder. I kept trying and kept touching the ground with my non-kicking leg first.
Oh, I wanna cut this foot off. I wanna cut it off.
I was really down because
What the
I
what the fuck, bro? This bro, he literally fucking raised, bro. Yo,
couldn't fail another one.
God!
But there is only one thing you can do when you're at the bottom. Pushing yourself up. I kept trying over and over, but now the more I tried and failed, the more I got motivated.
I'm getting freaking there.
I didn't want to get the 5-4 kick. I wanted to destroy it. I hurt my heel really bad there. And after 50 minutes, I freaking got it.
Yes! Yes!
A sketchy one. And then I tried again, and this time, it was clean.
Let's go! Let's finish this. Let's do everything else.
What I really appreciate about the Google Career Certificate is
Yes.
you're not just sticking your nose in a book, you're learning the
Now!
Next, one of my favorite skills, butterfly knife tricks. For this one, I picked this place because it's really cool, but I completely forgot about people.
bro, I started to get into knives. I've been playing with this like almost brass knuckle looking knife. Well, it's not a knife. Well, it is a knife, but like I use it to open boxes. I literally got this today. It's so fucking fun to fidget with, and like it's so useful when like you're trying to, and it's like so convenient to put in your pocket. And so like whenever you have to like open a box, you can just whip this shit out, and cut that shit going. Bro, I've been getting into knives, bro. I've been getting into weapons. It's the American in me coming out.
And law enforcement, and I need to spin a knife. Anyways, the first trick is called Basic Open, and you basically use it to open the knife. It's really cool, and it's also pretty easy. You know, I have the tendency to hide my emotions. We all kinda do it these days. But you probably wouldn't expect what I'm about to confess from a YouTuber. I am seriously introverted, so I couldn't wait to end this. By the way, the second trick is really satisfying, once you get it. To do it, you need to spin the knife around your thumb, kinda like the sharp version of pen spinning.
Nobody arrested me yet.
But I have only one trick left, and it's definitely the hardest one. And indeed, I kept failing over and over, increasing my embarrassment exponentially. But then I realized that getting this trick was literally the only solution to end my suffering. And so I tried to focus on what I was actually doing, rather than
Why is bro doing this shit in public? He said he's extroverted and he's doing this in public, bro. Just do it in the comfort of your home.
what was around me. Pigeons, people, and a church. And just like that, even if it wasn't perfect, I actually got it. The next one is a really cool trick with the BMX.
The good news is that I have a BMX. The bad news is that this bike is half broken. So 3 months ago I locked it here and I basically forgot about it.
As well as the keys to open the lock. I went back home and I started looking for them, and as usual, I couldn't find them anywhere. But something else caught my attention. I found a note from my girlfriend. Don't forget we're gonna leave on Saturday. I totally forgot we were gonna leave on Saturday, and I had to finish everything before leaving. So I rushed to the bike. The only way to open this lock was lock picking, and I needed to do it fast. The trick to open the lock is aligning all the pins at the same level while applying torque to the shackle. Same thing that happens when you use a key, without using a key. And if you don't have the tools, you can actually build them using paper clips. A real lock should be way harder to open because you can't see the pins inside it. And indeed, it was taking me way longer than expected, even if this lock is not that great. The last time I tried to open it, it took me 2 seconds to do it. But after 4 minutes, I realized that wasn't gonna be the case. People started to notice what I was doing, and I felt extremely uncomfortable once again. I wish I could tell everyone I wasn't doing anything illegal, but I guess that's what everybody says.
I don't understand because the lock is upside down. I don't understand what I'm doing.
But after 10 really long minutes, I realized something.
I think I was turning the shackle in the opposite direction. I think that's why.
And once I fixed that, it took me 4 seconds to open it.
Yes! Alright guys, no more sneaky stuff today.
Bro, lock picking reminds me of like fucking this one movie, bro. I forget what it's called. Bro, look, let's a little side quest. Little side quest. It sucks that like oh there it is. Okay. Lock picking this one right here, bro. Army of Thieves.
Ready, set.
Ralph, opportunity for you.
This guy. Bro, that guy right there, bro. It reminds me of that guy, bro. Like being in a bro, cause like it looks so fun, bro, but like it's so illegal. Like I really want to learn how to lock pick for informational purposes. Of course, of course, of course. I'm not a criminal, okay?
Let's try to unlock a car.
Next, I could finally try the bunny hop. This bike was gonna break at any moment. Anyways, I started trying. I basically almost got it, but it looked pretty bad. At every landing, my bike was making a new weird noise.
I don't know what was that.
But I mean, I just had to ignore it and relying on luck, which usually doesn't happen. And I kept trying till I got a pretty cool bunny hop. My bike got to live another day.
Thank you, my old friend.
I had 2 days left to the deadline, which means I had to rush so much.
Throw in a toothpick. My goal is sticking it into the target. It will take a while.
A few tricks with a yo-yo,
Learning how to whistle.
and also die stacking.
I've been on Shopify since the
Bro,
very
what the hell?
beginning. There's a bunch of amazing templates that you can choose from. If I needed to
Hold up, if you learned how to whistle, wouldn't you know how to whistle? Like, what the fuck? Ever since I learned how to whistle, I always knew how to whistle. What the fuck? Oh,
Yes! Oh, come on. It's literally a person.
At this point I was so pumped that I wanted to try the kickflip once again. It was a risky move though, my legs were still hurting after the previous attempt, but obviously I decided to ignore that fear. I knew my legs were stronger than that. My legs were destroyed after 2 tries, and not only my legs. I mean, I was getting consistently destroyed
let's rewind that shit.
after 2 tries, and not only
My balls. Bro, they hurt, bro. Like, that shit. I felt that through
my
the
legs. I mean, I was getting consistently close, but I was too tired to commit. Let's say I was in deep organic matter. I had 1 day and 4 skills left, including the kickflip. I knew my only chance to make it was to fully recover in 1 day and try the kickflip last. Luckily, the next day I woke up motivated. I was confident I was gonna make it.
Karambit knife tricks. Last time I learned 4 tricks.
1,
2, 3. Yes!
this is the 4th.
Wait, what?
I'm just so happy this is unreal.
And then I mix them together to create a new one.
This one is pretty complicated and it might seem that I'm doing random movements, and maybe I am, but still, it looks pretty cool.
Yes!
Yo, what the-
Let's go.
Next, keep up.
And I'm not doing that just because I have absolutely no time left and I want to get the kickflip.
Anyways, still got the keep up. The front handspring is the last one before the kickflip. The first try went pretty bad, and even the second one. I don't wanna lie to you, my head at this point was somewhere else. The kickflip. I wanted to get it. So as soon as I got something similar to the first time I tried, I simply decided to run away.
Let's try the kickflip.
That's it. The kickflip was the last one. This was the last day before leaving, which means I had to get this.
Now I'm gonna do it or die trying. But I hope I'm gonna do it.
I beat up the skateboard so much that he even tried to run away from me. And I was close, so freaking close. I mean, I kinda landed 3 times in 5 minutes. But I was still missing something. Something I realized 10 minutes later.
I think I got it. I just turned my body.
And just like that, I got closer than I've ever been to getting a kickflip in my life. Just a few inches. It was just a few inches away. At this point, my legs were refusing to work. And so I took one last chance. The same morning I was gonna leave. Today's tomorrow. I'm gonna leave.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this guy has to wear a cup, bro. Like you got hit in the balls once. Like, I think it should be a good idea to wear a cup.
Literally leave in 47 minutes. I need to get this. You know, I have a weird relationship with the kickflip, meaning that since I somehow got it in 3 days, my technique is basically inexistent. But now I finally knew what I was about to do. I knew I was too close to not get it. I was actually expecting to get it first try, but that hasn't been the case. On top of my imminent deadline, I also knew I had a limited amount of tries before burning my legs out. I kept getting so close I couldn't believe it.
Come on. Come on. Come on. That wasn't bad though. I'm gonna try another one.
At every attempt, I was fixing something I was doing wrong, and I knew I was doing something right. Jumping more vertically, positioning my right foot just below the balls, and committing to land with both feet.
20 minutes left. It's personal now.
The kickflip is freaking hard, at least for me. But then I said, in Italian,
Ultima, poi mi fermo un secondo.
10 minutes left before my deadline. And in that moment, this happened. I cannot describe how that made me feel. One of the best feelings in
Bro, I like seeing this process, bro. Like you're seeing how his brain is moving, how he's analyzing his like body position, his like the amount of strength he's putting in, like on kicking up. Bro, I love seeing this shit, bro.
the world. And if you know what practice means, if you fight for something, you know what it feels like. And if you don't, you need to find out. How? Turn doubts into the reason to do it. And in the end, I even enjoyed my vacation.
Teammate, I need your support.
Shit was lit, bro. If you
In
like
the past 2
these
years,
type
I
of
learned
videos,
92
bro, like and subscribe, bro. Like and subscribe and hit and put in the comments W fucking video. W effing video.